Hello, dear students. Now I am going to start properties of the integers for the addition and for the subtraction. I have explained addition of the integer and subtraction of the integer. Okay. So now this is the chapter 1 and name of this chapter integer. Integers. Okay. I have explained addition and subtraction of the integers. So now I am discuss the properties of the addition and then properties of the subtraction. Then we will discuss about the multiplication of integer and then property of the multiplication and then division of the integers, and then we have to discuss the properties of the division of the integers. Okay. So now properties of addition. Properties of addition. Okay. So first property of that, closure property. Try to understand. Closure means what? And this is for the integer. If we add two integers, then the result always an integer. Suppose for example, if we add 5 plus 3, 5 is integer and 3 also integer. When we add it, then 5 plus 3, 8. 8 also an integer. Okay. So the sum of two integers is always an integer. The sum of two integers is always an integer. For example, if we write here 2 plus minus 8, so this is the both different sign. 2 minus 8, that means minus 6. 2 is integer and minus 8 also is an integer. And when we add this both, what we get the result? Minus 6 and minus 6 always an integer. Now another example, 3 plus 7. 3 is an integer and 7 also. 3 plus 7, 10. So this is the integer. So what is the closure property? The sum of two integers is always an integer. I hope you all understood the closure property. Now second, commutative property. Commutative property. This is for the addition. Okay. Then we have to discuss for the subtraction, division and multiplication one by one. Okay. So commutative property. Commutative property of addition, or for the addition I'm writing here, so no problem. So for the example, or you can see the order of addends in addition does not matter. The order of addends in addition does not matter. Okay. If a and b two integers, suppose if A and B, two integers, then A plus B is equal to B plus A. Addends means what? Which participate in the addition. So A is addends and B also addend. Okay. So when we add A plus B and then we will change the order B plus A, then sum always equal. For example, 2 plus 3 is equal to 3 plus 2. What we get the result? When we add 2 plus 3, what we get? 5. When we add 3 plus 2, what we get? 5. Another example, minus 2 plus 3 is equal to 3 plus minus 2. So minus 2 plus 3, that means 1, and 3 minus 2, that means 1. I hope you all understood. Skip. Now third, associative property. This is for the three numbers. Okay. If A, B, C are integers, then if we write A plus B plus C, and here A plus B plus C, and then we take the B and C in one group and here A and B in one group, then sum of these three numbers always same. For example, if I am writing here 2 plus 3 plus 5, and now I am taking this 3 and 5 in one group, then 2 plus 3 plus 5, 8. What we get result? 10. Now again 2 plus 3 plus 5. Now this 2 and 3 I will take in one group. Okay. So here 2 plus 3, 5. 5 plus 5, 10. What we get the result? 10. Another example. This is the first. This is the second example. You can see. If I am taking here 2 plus minus 3 plus 6, and now I want to take this 2 in one group, then what we get? 2 plus minus 3 plus 6, that means 3. 2 plus 3, 5. Now again 2 plus minus 3 plus 6. Now I want to take this 2 in one group. Okay. So 2 minus 3, what we get? Minus 1. Minus 1 plus 6. Minus 1 plus 6, what we get? 5. Opposite sign always subtract. Okay. Existence of additive identity. Existence of additive identity. The identity element for the addition, everyone know, the identity element for addition is 0. Okay. So if, or otherwise, if A is an integer then a plus 0 is equal to 0 plus a is equal to always a. That means when we add any number with 0, then that number remain constant or remain unchanged. Okay, for example, 9 plus 0 is equal to 0 plus 9 is equal to, what is the answer? 9. Clear? Suppose minus 98 plus 0. This is the example number 2. Suppose minus 98 plus 0 is equal to 0 plus minus 98. What we get? Only that number, minus 98. 0 is neither positive nor negative. And the value of 0 is nothing. Okay. 5. Existence of additive inverse. Of additive inverse. Okay. So for any integer, a, okay, a plus, what is the inverse or opposite of the a? Minus a. Okay, minus a. If, then what is the inverse or opposite of the minus a? That means a. 0. That means when you add any digits with the opposite sign, then result always will be 0. For example, 9 plus minus 9, otherwise 8 you think. 8 plus minus 8, what we get? 0. Minus 27 plus 27, what we get? 0. Okay, now properties of the additions completed. We have the discussed closure property, commutative property, associative property, existence of identity, and existence of inverse. Okay, so and now we have the 3 properties left. That means the properties for the subtraction, properties for the multiplication and division. So in the next video we will discuss that. Okay.